It shouldn't be down. Hold on.
Okay,
So,
there we go.
is it up? We good?
There we go. There we go.
All right, goodness, gosh.
So,
Okay,
what
recap.
what we can do is head to the college and get some information. We're going to lie, cheat, and steal our way in, but not murder anybody. I don't
I'm
think.
down. That sounds
Talia
great.
back at herself just kind of looks at DJ Dynamic and is like, we don't murder. Okay? It just causes lots of problems, bud.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I understand you, brother. I understand the temptation of soul crying out, but you can resist it.
Hugh, can you just tell us what your whole fucking deal is?
Yeah,
I don't
want
know,
to be,
honestly.
Can I be quite honest with all of y'all? I did not hear a soul crying out. I simply asked them to not arrest us, and they said no, so I didn't see another option. I'm simply not the brightest tool in the shed. What are you on about with this whole soul thing, Hugh?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hugh, Hugh, I want to be here for you. What the fuck is up with that?
Initiating spill
Sorry.
your beans protocol.
I don't understand. Did I say something wrong again? I'm so sorry.
Were you born here?
Well, within like the past few years, yes.
Okay, what about before those past few years? What was that like?
I don't know. I just.
Are you older or younger than me, the robot boy?
The goats, they, found me, birthed me, about 3 years ago.
So you're 3.
I'm about 3 years old. I don't
How
know.
did How did they birth you?
I have no idea. I just kind of showed up one day.
You should not have come to my concert. There's an age requirement for that.
I mean, I have the body of a fully grown man, but,
Have
I don't
you
know about
always
much else
had
than that.
The body of a fully grown man, or is this a new development?
have I always had it?
Yes.
I don't know. Kinda feels like I
In
was.
your first memory, are you but a wee lad?
Oh no, I've never been a wee lad.
Is
Problematic.
Chase your
Problematic.
dad?
Error.
Oh,
Error.
I think all of the goats are my dad.
Error.
Let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
So you said you're thirsty for soul, right? That's what you said.
I don't know, I feel like a part of me is.
So my assumption is that if
Mhm.
we were to, and not that we're going to, so don't be scared, but if we were to cut you open,
Mm-hmm.
you would look like Tartarus on the inside.
And
And
Tartarus
there-
just
my-
I don't know
my
about that.
assumption is
Smoke out
that
of
there's a
his
little
ears.
chamber that holds a soul, and you're probably going to die. So you know what? I think we need to figure out what's going on.
Okay,
to
let me
feed
get
you
my
some
sword.
soul.
I take off my shirt and I take off my shirt and I get my sword out and I'm getting ready to stab myself.
Talia is
Tartarus is literally like, stop, half brother.
Is this sword? You just see blood pouring out.
Talia is like a little bit
Jesus
interested.
Christ!
Talia's like, I kind of
Oh,
want to see.
right.
Oh,
Where is
no.
it? I
This
can't
is-
find it.
This.
No,
okay.
that's not. We didn't want to open you up. I don't think.
Oh, I
No,
thought you said to open me up.
I was
I think it
being
was.
hyperbolic time
Hypothetical.
chamber.
Tartarus
Hypothetical.
is how the instruction skips over here.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds funny.
Wow.
I-
The sword.
Okay, so you're flesh and blood, right? You don't have any
Yeah,
robot
look.
parts?
You do see that he stabbed himself enough to do, let's say, 1 point of damage, and it is weeping red blood.
Yeah.
And tears, because that hurt.
Tartarus, I need you to analyze that blood.
Right.
I walk up and I analyze the blood.
Okay, make a religion check for me.
Me?
Yeah,
Can I give the help action?
Please.
sure.
Alright.
Are you proficient in religion?
I got Arcana, Investigation. Those are the only and History. I
Oh.
feel like.
What about you, Talia? Are you proficient in religion?
I don't. No, I'm not.
I can help if you guys need help. I think I am.
Okay.
That,
Yeah, I'm proficient. I have a +1, but I am proficient.
Well, then I will say then you can make either a history or a religion check.
Okay.
Or because it does have a curious look to it.
17.
On what?
History.
History. You do see with your eyes, and you said you were going to help him, so you get to roll advantage on that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you do see with your robotic eyes as you kind of zoom in and out on the blood, the light of the torchlight, if you have any light up around, is kind of
we'll say since Talia can't see in the dark, she's lit a torch at this point.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Lit.
I'm guessing the humans
Lit.
probably would at this point. You can see in the light itself that the blood has speckles of shining black in it. Just very microscopic. And you can see them kind of move a little, like in the blood itself, even when you hold it perfectly still.
Do we have to murder Hugh?
It looks
Are these Borg nanoprobes?
it looks similar to with the 17. It is a black color, but you aren't sure whether or not it is similar to the black wave that you saw earlier.
Talia wants to like hold a finger
Come on.
up to it and see,
Come on, everybody, take one.
see if like the black things like kind of get attracted to living flesh, but not. She doesn't want to touch.
Right.
Can I do Arcana on it
Sure.
at all?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I don't feel like it's unreasonable to think that it might be arcane. That's a 19 Arcana.
A 19?
I'm sorry, 21 Arcana. Actually.
21. Okay. It doesn't seem magical,
Okay.
but it seems otherworldly.
Tartarus looks at the sample,
It,
looks
it,
back at Hugh, looks back at the group, and then goes processing.
how long
processing.
can I ask how long do you stare at the blood for? Like
2 minutes.
okay. So more than a minute. Okay, I need you
Process.
to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Processing. Ooh, pretty good. 17. Wow, I'm rolling just nothing but 17s tonight.
Okay.
The DC was 28 and you failed.
Tartarus's mind is wiped. He is nothing. Just hell of a boy.
Hugh Man 2.0 is now Tartarus.
That's
Awesome.
funny.
Oh my god. Oh, so funny.
You look at it for a second, and as you're for a minute, 2 minutes, and for a second you can start you'd never like really understood like things like itching and stuff before, but you can almost feel like electrical impulses on the side of your neck, and you bring your hand up to like scratch at your neck, but your hand is missing, and then it brings you back to reality, and you're like, oh, that was weird, and you just go back to analyzing it. So,
Analyzing, processing.
and that's what you get from it. The fact
This
that
blood
it's
is hella fucked up.
Oh no, what's wrong with me?
The clinical term.
Am I
Hella
sick?
fucked up.
Am I gonna die? Oh god!
Talia's like spinning a dagger and is like, maybe.
Oh no!
Just
I
kidding.
feel like, well, I mean, Tartarus is obviously going to be like, this is not arcane,
Uh-huh.
but it is not of this plane
Ah!
of existence.
But I'm human!
And then Tartarus looks at you for like a little too long. Like he normally responds like immediately to anything. He looks at you for maybe 2 full seconds, and then he goes, "Debatable."
Ah! Who am I then?
Who
Unknown.
am I?
Ooh.
I'm Jean Valjean. He went to prison for stealing a baguette.
You
Too
see, you
soon.
see, you see, Human is like his eyes are wide and he's still smiling, but they look a little scared.
Hugh,
I'm
are you
confused.
okay?
I don't know what's happening to me.
How do you feel?
I'm a little scared. How am I supposed to feel?
I don't know. I don't know how I
Probably
feel.
a little scared, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Sounds
scary.
reasonable.
I
Ah!
have never been scared.
So Hugh,
Uh-huh.
you got nothing in that noggin about what was going on?
You can
In
look.
your- in your life?
I still have my knife if you need
Well,
me to
no,
open up again.
no. That's...
Okay.
It's a metaphor.
What?
Not in nothing. Never mind. Never mind.
Metaphor.
So what's the deal with Chase Danger?
Oh,
What's his
he's
deal?
my buddy. He's one of
Right.
my best friends.
So
Colloquial
what's his
turn of
deal?
phrase. Standing in.
Um,
Or
well,
a real-life experience.
well, he's a very holy man.
Okay.
He likes to make a lot of friends in private, but those friends don't really return a lot of the time.
Yeah,
I don't know if he just
assumed.
had a great time or something, or
Hmm.
maybe
Okay.
they went on their merry way. But yeah, he's a really nice guy. He tells me that I need to embrace the voices in my head.
I
really
figured
do.
as much. You're the vessel. Okay.
Is Hugh
So-
an amalgamation of all these missing people?
What? No way.
Wait,
Chase is
minute.
such a good boy. He would never do that.
You, I gotta ask.
Uh-huh.
Who you said that Chase is a religious man, right?
Yeah. Super religious.
What deity does he, vibe with?
I don't I think something as Asmodeus?
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
alright.
Well-
Is that right?
And can I or we as a group roll to know if we know about Asmodeus?
Asmodeus.
Panic protocol.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a history check or a religion check.
So
Mine too, 'cause I don't
I'll
think I-
take history. That gives me a 25.
25? Okay.
History plus 6.
15 for religion for me.
Okay.
I got
6. Rolling like shit.
6. Okay.
Religion.
So we'll start with DJ Dynamic. So like the basic shit about Asmodeus, or is it Asmodeus or Asmodeus?
Asmodeus.
As-
Sorry.
I would say
It could be either, I think.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
it's Arceus.
It's not Arceus.
Asmodeus.
Okay.
I like Asmodeus, but you all do you. I think that's just
So-
because my son said it.
So that DJ Dynamic, that Asmodeus or Asmodeus he was like the ruler of all devils. He's like the deity of indulgence, and he's like a deity of like power and oppression. He's like the lord of all the hells. The thing that's curious to you is with a 15, you also saw on his shield, his embellished shield, was actually a symbol of Bahamut, which everyone was curious about because, like, I mean, like if he follows Asmodeus, why wouldn't he have that symbol? He has a symbol of Bahamut, who is the platinum dragon, the guardian of good, like basically like the goodest deity. So that's the confusing bit to you. Donald, you know that with Asmodeus, there's not much chaos going on with Asmodeus. He always has a plan. He's a lawful evil deity. And according to like legend that you've read in certain books, he doesn't do anything without a reason, and he's very charismatic, but he hasn't really been. He's more of like a fairy tale than anything. And even still, God, what was that, 25?
25, 19 plus 6.
You know that Asmodeus would not leave the Nine Hells to come to this plane, especially since he rules over there. He would want to basically expand his area, and the only way to do that would be to send souls down. And he would kind of need a chaotic being for that. With a 25 history check, you do note that there are certain bits of ancient evil that were talked about in old stories for this land itself. There was an old story about how like the wind and the sea and the volcanoes came together and, you know, trapped this ancient evil in the earth, you know, in order to keep it from destroying humanity and sending them basically to their doom. But it's like it didn't really have much to do with Asmodeus. So if Asmodeus was to be used, he would be using something else as a tool, some other sort of evil as a tool. He wouldn't want to do it himself.
Right.
You know, he's got better shit to worry about.
I also think too, and unless this is separate lore, I don't think he can leave the Nine Hells.
He
I think
cannot.
he has to use agents in general.
This is like fucking Bell.
I just want to quickly applaud
PlayStation.
Asher, just because, like, we made these plans years ago. I am surprised that they still remember all of this crap that we planned
Wow.
years ago for Chase Danger.
Oh no, I was going through my notes as I was talking. Yeah. But yeah, he cannot leave the Nine Hells. That is true. And he also, as part of the lore of this land, he would probably do his best to expand the Nine Hells as best as he can, the only way he knows how. You don't know how that would be, though, and what other being could he use to create the kind of chaos he would need in order to expand his realm? Or what kind of god he would need.
An anti-god.
So, here's the thing, Hugh.
Yeah, what's up?
You're a good person. You're a good
Of
person,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Okay.
doctor?
No. I'm just.
I tried.
So I gotta tell you something about your buddy there.
Uh-huh.
And I spew all this info about Asmodeus, whatever. And so here's my theory, here's my thought, and I want you to really just follow along with me here.
Okay.
Chase, right? Chase.
Yeah.
He probably betrayed, and I don't know. They might all be in cahoots, but he probably betrayed the rest of the goats.
Uh-huh.
And I think, and you know, you might be able to tell me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You are some sort of vessel that these souls are going to eventually go into, and yeah.
I don't want other souls in me.
You
At
don't
least
want
I
other
think I
souls.
do.
Oh, okay, well, you know, you're telling me about the voices, right?
Yeah,
How many
voices.
how many voices do you hear? Just
Oh, just
out of
one.
curiosity. Just
Seems like a nice guy.
okay, but it's not your own.
I I don't know.
What does that
Query,
voice say?
query. I need an old priest and a young priest.
I'm a paladin. Does that count?
We need one additional old priest.
I'm older. I'm significantly older than he is, but not old in a grand scheme.
Can we do a exorcism of some sort?
You.
Oh, maybe. I could try.
I think.
I mean, can you guys combine the power of your faiths and do an exorcism?
I don't know if
Well,
he would
you-
allow
I don't
that.
know.
who do you worship as a paladin, right? Who do you worship?
You know, I don't really know.
Right. Okay.
So for a long time, I just hear this kind of guy in my head who tells me these things, and
Could you try to emulate his voice for us?
Or does he sound similar to somebody you know?
Uh,
Okay.
so
yeah, that was my
Well,
approximation.
so
Yeah,
he
you
sounds
know,
a
like,
little more. It sounds a little more raspy and old and maybe primordial, and as though.
Yeah, but
he
he's
wa-
not speaking English or common or anything.
Oh right, no, I would assume so.
Hey,
yeah.
Gia, what languages do you speak?
Oh, let me look into
I
my brain real quick.
I would say that you don't know what the language is here,
Yeah,
but you can
I
speak
don't know
it.
what he's saying, but
But you can speak it out if you wanted to. The language.
okay. So I'm gonna speak in 4 different languages, one being common.
All right. So you speak in common, right? And what's the? Do you do not your god's language? What are the other
Uh-huh.
languages that you speak?
Abyssal and Infernal.
Okay. So you do hear them speak sort of, I would say with that history check that you made, the 25, you do recognize the Infernal. The fourth one, what is everyone else's languages?
I have common, dwarvish, primordial, and thieves' cant.
How do you know primordial?
I don't. I know elvish.
I know Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common.
Common, elven, and binary.
Of course, you fucking know binary.
Alright.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Common and Orin for me.
All right.
That's so fun.
So you recognize 3 out of 4 of the languages. The fourth one
Yeah.
though sounds ancient and strange and not something that you have ever heard.
Yeah, so that's the language he speaks.
Right.
But I
okay.
don't know what it is really. I just kind of know it, you know. It's just kind of in my brain.
It's weird because
Right there.
the symbol on Human's shield is that of Tyr, or Torm. Torm, yeah, and that doesn't sound like Torm.
Yeah. No. Okay. So how about this, Hugh? I want to put a pin in this for a bit. I want to.
No, it's
I want you to think, and can you? Ooh. Can
Uh-huh.
you talk to your friend inside of you?
goats. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you
What do
ask
you-
him his name? Just say, "Hey, bud, what's your name?"
Uh-huh.
You've never told
okay.
me in the 3 years I've been in existence.
Well, I don't know. It feels like it's kind of. I think I've asked that before, but it kind of feels incomprehensible. You know.
Okay. Well,
I could ask. Let me try to ask.
sure.
Can I
Just-
ask?
Does Hugh talk out loud when he asks?
Make a first. I want you to make a religion check for me.
You got it. Thank you, God. Oh, make a religion check.
Well,
I say this
actually-
all out loud. Okay, let's see. Actually, what?
Do you have any like spells that? No, you don't. Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a religion
No.
check for me.
I got 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly whispers that you hear in your head. You don't really like it's the same things that you usually hear, but nothing different. It's usually You mostly hear things in your dreams too,
Yeah.
so it's a lot harder to get a deeper connection with him while you're awake.
Okay. We're gonna have to take a nap, guys, in order for me to speak to him.
But you do
Can we take
but you do hear the usual things that you hear, so you can elaborate if you like.
Yeah, so I do hear these things that I normally hear. Can you specify what are they really like? Are they're just whispers?
Yeah, well, like what you talked to me about, like the things that you were hearing.
Yeah, I hear some whispers, something about like collecting souls, just like a lot of self-help stuff,
Self-help stuff.
yeah, like
Amazing.
Combine chips for becoming your own boss.
yeah, exactly like that. That's
Eight-
precisely it.
Activities only successful people do.
It's definitely how to win friends and influence people.
Cats videos, but like in a deep voice. Oh man, that's funny.
Is your god actually Dave Ramsey?
It's Dave Matthews.
The mom.
Satellite. Sorry. So with that religion check, it's just you hear incomprehensible whispering, but nothing that you can grab onto.
Yeah, so just incomprehensible whispering. I'm sure if I get a nap in, I could speak to him.
You do hear the same thing that you usually do about freedom and, and deliverance. Usual.
Like I'm trapped. Free me from this form, something like that.
Okay.
Do you
so-
hear the demon sing? Inside the human's head.
Yes.
Oh, it
epic.
was so good.
All right. Well, Hugh.
Oh, I also need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, Hugh. DC.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, DC. Actually, sorry. Roll a D100 and a D20.
How do I don't have dice right here. Let me. I don't.
I'm playing.
100.
I'm playing
What?
D&D, and I didn't bring dice.
I used the dice rollers.
Okay, well,
So,
roll a D20.
100.
Well, first roll a D20, and then I'll roll the D100. Make it
Okay.
easier.
Let me do dice roller. Ah. Okay, dice roller. Okay, let's see what happens. That is a nat 20.
As a nat 20. Okay, so you start to feel like a little like scared for a second when you hear the whispers, but then it just kind of goes away instantly. No effect whatsoever.
Ooh, a little scary in there, but I think I'm fine. Don't want to get too lost in my head.
Yeah, brother.
And then
Brother!
these electric guitars just start going.
Ding, ding.
Hey, DJ Dynamic, do you have like protection from good and evil or something?
I unfortunately do not.
I believe I have that. Let me check.
I'm not interested, thank you.
Okay, you sure? I mean, I could help anyway if you need anything. But
Oh, poor you.
nope, I don't have that. I don't think. No, I don't got it. But I tried.
Okay, so, fuck.
Great.
Is Hugh like a spy now? Like an unintentional spy? Like
We have a spy. Yes.
we have like an Alexa in our group that's listening to us at all times.
You Lexa.
Hugh Alexa.
Yeah, you just go, hey Hugh, and Hugh goes, what can I help you with?
But it's not even
What
hey
can I
Hugh,
help you
it's
with?
like may may you something like, close things. And Hugh turns on, is like, what can I help you with? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
What can I help you with?
Tartarus is visibly upset.
Aw. Tartarus is visibly upset. Oh, poor
So you
Tartarus.
guys want to either take a nap or you guys want to go to the mountains? I'm kind
Well,
of.
you can take a nap. I think we'll
I'm
just
sick.
kind of watch you and maybe talk about you while you sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fine.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I will say that you guys can sit around and have a short rest if you like.
Yeah, I need a short
I don't
rest.
know
I
if-
am all.
I don't know if you guys need it. I mean, I will say,
I do.
as you guys have been talking, you could probably have like set up a nice little camp, just to get yourself relaxing a little before you go back. If anyone needs to get back any hit points or anything.
How do I roll hit dice on the app?
If you hit
On the app,
You-
Yeah.
so what are your hit dice?
That's what I'm trying to figure. There's abilities, skills, features.
It should be what, a D10, D8, D10?
uh,
Oh, do you can't just roll a d10 or?
well, you're a paladin, right?
Yeah, I'm a paladin.
Yeah. So I think it's a D. Is it a D12 or is that a barbarian?
That's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
so
probably a
D10.
D10.
Okay, I'll roll a d10.
And then don't
Oh.
forget to add your Constitution.
My constitution. Okay, so.
It is
I'll
one
also
d10.
take a small rest. If that's
Can we get
fine.
3 d10? Because I'm level 3.
Yeah, if you want to burn them all. Yeah.
Yeah, because that wasn't very much. Constitution.
While all this is happening, Talia is just like eyes and ears peeled, trying to listen for sounds of people hunting them.
Go ahead and make a perception check. I will say you can roll a new one now. It's been some time, so.
I would also like to do something similar. Where is it?
Okay, good. I'm back. I'm back up, and I still have 1 more hit dice.
Yeah, so I want to use eye for detail.
Okay.
Make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. So I want to do it to spot a hidden creature or object, just kind of scanning and seeing what we got going on.
Mine was a 15.
Okay.
Perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead. So can you? Is that like an ability? Do you roll a check for it?
It's as a bonus action.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What are you trying to look for?
Just if the same that Talia is looking for, any sort of people following us or anything like that.
Okay.
What lurks in the shadows?
You.
I got a 17.
Okay, I will say that you can roll with advantage if you're gonna use.
I got a 20, non-natural 20.
Okay. Talia, you don't see anything following you. You don't see anything like you do see, however, you rolled a 15, right? You do see a
Yes.
plume of smoke at the top of what looks like this little mountainish area. Like from it looks like a small cabin, and you see the city skyline, and it seems pretty it seems like it's lively. Doesn't look like there's any like sort of like lighting going around. Like it looks like they called off the search at this point. It's too late at night. The forest is too dangerous at night.
Should we go to this cabin?
That's what you see. Now for Donald, you don't see. Jeez, this kind of sucks. You rolled a 20.
Non-natural 20, yeah.
You do feel like you're being watched, but you're not and you know which direction it's coming from. But
Okay.
it seems to be keeping its distance. But it looks... If you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't see it. It seems to blend a little in the foliage.
Okay. So the thing for eye for detail, you don't have to tell me what it is, I'd assume, but I can see it though.
You can see something... You can see a figure that kind of blends in, but is just slightly discolored enough to know that that's not part of the foliage. And you notice that it's larger than you would like.
Okay.
And you look, and as you look around, you look back again, and it's changed positions almost in the blink of an eye. That's how fast it was.
Cool.
It's changed positions as in it's coming at us or going to come at us, or
It's
it's just kind of moved.
sort of like a lion stalking its prey. It's gotten closer, but it's still keeping its distance.
Okay.
But it seems to be kind of trying to flank you and come behind
Gotcha.
you, but it's just watching.
Gotcha. So I want to kind of head in. So I want to head in the direction that it's coming from, and I'm going to put my arms behind my head, say, "Ugh, I gotta go take a pee pee, everybody. So I'll be right back."
Okay.
And I say it loud enough that it's pretty loud, as though I'm stretching and I can't really control my voice while I'm stretching.
Okay.
You know what I
You need
mean?
a pee-pee buddy, buddy?
Evacuation.
I don't think I need a pee pee, buddy. I think I'll be all right.
Okay, just making sure.
And I'll start to head that way, obviously keeping my eye, keeping it in my peripheral vision.
Mm-hmm.
And then, keeping my body ready to double back if I need to.
Got it. So you come over and you're walking in sort of its general area, but not toward it directly.
Okay.
And you see in your peripheral, not because you can't directly look at it without sort of alarming it, but you see its body lower slightly to the ground, as if it's trying to make itself look smaller.
Okay.
You keep going?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And you haven't told any of us.
You are about 20 feet from it.
Can I make out anything with my peripheral?
I will say, do you like mime taking a piss or whatever?
Yeah. I don't actually So, what I do is I kind of block myself from where it is, and I jingle my belt and everything, and I grab onto the hilt of my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she said. Not a long sword, bro.
my short sword, and I stand there for a minute. And I wait as though I'm peeing.
Okay. You see, suddenly you start to see crawling out from under a bush, very low to the ground. This creature has very green skin, like the foliage. However,
Oh, I hate them.
However, his arms are longer than your body, and he seems to be crawling each little step as he's sort of slithering along. You can see his legs are very long, but his body itself is even longer. He probably stands about, maybe, if you looked at him on the ground crawling towards you, almost frog-like,
Mm-hmm.
you would probably guess he's probably close to 10 feet tall. And
Okay.
it's, but crawling very smoothly for something that big. And he gets
Right.
And as soon as he sees you start to go for your belt, you hear and he gets
the
up
second I hear
and
that,
he starts to get up and bolt for you. What do you do?
I book. I go fuck.
Are you okay, bud?
You run? You try to run?
Oh yeah, I book it out of there. I dash that shit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna dash too, and he's got a fast fucking speed, man. So I need you to make either make a acrobatics check for me.
Can you use your bonus action to do dash and then action to dash and then bonus action to dash because you're rogue? Like, is that a thing?
I think so. No, I don't think so.
Can you do a...
Oh, I see. So I can take a cunning action to.
That's
deny.
a cunning action.
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. With that,
So
you see
I-
him. Yeah. Okay, what were we saying? You what?
I got a 15
A 15?
Mhm.
That's
to book it.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't do it. He comes up behind you and you just feel yourself being scooped under the arm, and he pins you to his side and starts to run the opposite direction from everyone else with you under his arm. And he is running away.
Can we hear this?
Oh, I screamed! Fuck! 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 Fuck!
And you
fuck.
all turn around, and as Talia is going, hey, there's a cabin with some smoke, and you look, and you see Donald O'Donnell under the arm of this large 10-foot creepy-ass creature, just booking the other direction, going fast as hell, as fast as his legs can be carried. And
Let's
he
go, guys.
is booking
Talia's
it.
Talia's gonna chase. She's got a 40 movement speed.
Yeah,
This is why you need a Peabody.
Peace streak.
and we'll leave it right there for tonight.
Hansel and
your
Gretel, your urine.
Hansel and Gretel, your urine. And this is the guy.
Never
This
forget your
big
potty
boy.
pals, guys.
Ew.
I hate that.
This would have never happened if he wasn't pee shy.
And that's
I didn't want anybody to see my short sword. All right.
Above, Talia turns back into Donald and is just looking down the pants, like, oh.
I love it. All right. So we'll bring that up next time. Is that okay? Or do you guys want to keep going?
No, I'm good. That's a cliffhanger. I'm dead.
That's a
That
good
was great. I
cliffhanger.
love that.
Yeah, let
I
me
love
just-
Donald just
There we
being
go.
sweet in this troll's
Now
hand.
you're in his arms, Donald, as you can see.
I just died in your arms tonight.
Yeah,
Wow.
awesome.
When you described it, I was thinking green Huggy Wuggy.
Oh my
I was
god.
thinking Grendel. What is it?
That's a really good yeah, I was kind of going for that. The
I
Grendel.
was thinking of a Nurglade from what they fought in Critical Role.
Ah, yeah. This is a troll.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so we'll pick up there. I like this is a good little cliffhanger. You guys are all at the camp, like looking around, talking to Hugh. And just Donald goes to take a piss and then whoop gets scooped.
Oh no.
So
Not the scoop.
yeah, the forest isn't safe, y'all. That's why they did.
You just protect your neck.
That's why that's why the guards didn't stay after nights.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But yeah. So we'll pick up there next week, and figure out what to do.
Great session, y'all. This was really fun.
Wow.
That's a lot of talking.
Yeah, oh my god.
But at least you guys figured out what you're gonna do now. Once you get Donald back.
Kinda.
I mean, you
I
guys.
think we know what we want to do.
Yeah, you guys came up with a plan. You said you're going to what? You guys are gonna try and break into the library.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and get some
murder
research.
this troll.
After this troll murders us because we're level 3.
Yeah, I will say that you guys escaped. You level up to level 4.
Troll!
There's a troll in the forest.
I mean, what level could Harry Potter have been when they killed a troll, right?
Just
Like,
like level 1. Easy.
Just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you should know.
Truly, I wonder, comparably, Voldemort really... Okay, we can't get into this.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
it's like
If
getting
we're to start
into.
picking apart that series, I think we could get pretty deep pretty quick.
I
I
was like-
remember after...
I mean, just even on a
during
surface
the
level
final season of
too.
Game of Thrones, somebody mathed out what level rogue in 5e Arya Stark was, and it was like, I think it was like level 7 or something.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you do Lord of the Rings, like Gandalf's like level 5.
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. That's so funny. I think it's like because
Which one, the white or the gray?
The group is always like, yeah, Lord of the Rings is a entry level adventure, just like level 5 max.
Yeah. I
Like,
think it was like Gandalf the White is level 5, but like we just recently rewatched it and tried to make as many like correlations. Like he maybe has Sunbeam, like that's like his biggest spell.
Well, I mean, like a giant spider in 5e is like, it's like CR rating is like level CR1. So
Oh yeah, and they're like crushing cars and shit.
yeah, I mean they're giant. They're larger than a car.
The car gets away in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The Ford
Car
Anglia.
wins. The car's a CR2.
Lord Anglia it has 14 hit points, so not great.
All right, y'all. So we'll pick up. You guys want to do Ghosts again next week, or?
I'll go for whatever.
Down for whatever. I'm excited for a progression regardless.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Are you cool with that? Because I know that you're gonna be busy the
Yeah.
next couple of weeks anyway. So
No, that works for me.
I'm going to call Xfinity tomorrow and yell at them because my internet has been really spotty recently. So
I think our router has been overheating. It doesn't look like there's a fan in it, so it might be overheating and crashing. So that's what I'm guessing it is.
that's fun. Okay.
Wow.
That's
Tomorrow-
Yeah, last one was fine. So.
Next week will be the last day that taxes are due, and I'll finally be a free human again. So
Friday. I
excited for
thought was
that.
the last day. Isn't Friday the last
The
day?
No, it's April 18th because of
It's the 18th.
holidays.
Oh.
It's just because of the
Friday
holidays.
and
Yeah.
Easter, I guess.
Well, then I have a whole week to file my taxes.
Same here.
V,
Don't you dare turn them into an accountant this week.
like
Ooh.
I think
It's a nightmare.
V you did your taxes back in like what?
Immediately.
Yeah.
The first day I could.
The fantasy realm of
I do,
finance.
I do not mess around with taxes, y'all. Do not mess around with your taxes.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Anyway, let's get off stream here. Thanks
Cool.
so much everyone for watching. I forgot to end it. We will see you next week for episode 6, I
Episode
think.
6.
Yep, episode 6 of Ghosts of the Elements. Ooh.
Ooh. Don't forget to do your taxes.
Yeah.
Do your taxes, unless you're,
Do your taxes.
if you're American. Otherwise, I don't know.
I don't know.
Nice Guys Baby reminds you to do your taxes.
Do your taxes.
Goodbye.
Is that one of the whispers that